Hello everyone on YouTube, my name's Foxy and here's my main character on Fallout 76 and I'm going to show you his main camp called Bastion and I'm going to give you a tour now. So here's the main base. This is the outer perimeter or defense perimeter that I like to call it. It's a two-part of this base. You got the upstairs and like the mine, which is like the main part of the base, which I'm going to show you around later. But I'm going to show you this part first. So we're gonna go and do that now. It looks kind of spooky as well at the moment, as if like it's in Halloween, but it's just we're in the middle of a radiation storm at the moment. So either way, let's get on with it. So this is the main part of the defense perimeter with 3 heavy laser turrets and the main entrance at the front. The defense perimeter, like the wall, is the red brick wall, which you can get in the A.M.P store, I believe. It just looks really good, and I chose it because it makes it feel like that this part was already here, and it's been turned into a base rather than just built here, you know, like sort of thing. So it actually looks like this was meant to actually be here. So the front of it's defended by 3 laser turrets. I use them because they're really powerful, and they just look cool, I find. So I always tend to use them rather than the heavy machine gun turrets. Go into the main entrance. Close that door. And this is the top part. This is where all the food's grown, and I've got guards on the usually on the top of the guard post at the top to defend the base, so nobody can get into the actual mine. So I crammed this garden, by the way, with tons and tons and tons of different vegetables. I wanted it to actually look like a proper garden that's actually used and got lots of food in there. I've got chickens over here as well because you've got to have chickens because they're cool, and they also give you fertilizer. So I chose them instead of using the Brahmin thing that you can use outside that I had outside before. I just preferred the chickens because they took up less space. And then we've got all our carrots being grown over here, and that's all for the agriculture part. And then we'll go up to the guard post here, which my guard on this base is Beckett. I repurposed him as my guard for the base. I've dressed him in like military fatigues and that, which I'm sure he probably doesn't like, but tough crap. He's going to be wearing it anyway. So yeah, this is where the guards will stand and overlook the base to make sure that there's no bad guys or super mutants coming and attacking my base. I quite like the way it looks. I've also got 2 of these floodlights showing like when it's at night time, it looks really cool. Like you can actually properly see like where the floodgates are pointing. So they make sure that nobody gets unnoticed because or can't be like spotted because of the cover of darkness. So we go down from there, and then I decided as well next to it to have an actual like guard shack, which is using that CD shed, I think, again, which you can get from the A.M.P store. Most of the cool stuff in this game you can get is from the A.M.P store. So then we'll go in here, and as you can see, it's got a wood log pile to keep him warm, to keep the guard warm. You've got a sofa which you can use to sit down. There's also a makeshift like bed. And a desk, so loads of cool stuff like plants, that little creepy Halloween pot as well, and a couple of lights, just overall, just to give it like clutter, to make it look like it's actually being used. So that there is the front entrance to the mine, which I will show you in a sec. But first I want to go around to the back courtyard, so I'm going to show you that now. We got our collection droid. I've got him set at the moment. It's the Brotherhood of Steel one. I've got him set mainly to collecting ammo at the moment, because I'm running low on ammo, to be honest. So yeah, that's what he's collecting at the moment. And we've got 2 water purifiers. I've locked them at the moment because obviously right now I want to sell some water. I sell it really cheap, but I didn't want, I want people to actually, have an incentive to go and actually buy it. I sell the water for like 1 cap each. But yeah, that's why I've got them locked at the moment. So that's actually the outer courtyard area. You can see the stores over there, and that's pretty much it for the top half of the base. So I'm now going to take you into the mine shaft, which to me is the actual base. And yeah, I'm going to see you there on the other side. Right, so now we're in the mine shaft, the actual shelter part of the base. And this part of the base is what I'm most proud of, and is the real meat and bones of this whole actual like base camp build. So here's the front entrance. So I designed it as a point of like, so if the top area with the guards got overrun by like super mutants and stuff like that, and the base failed at the top half, if they managed to get down into the mine shaft, they have to get through these base defenses first. So as you can see, I've got a lot of traps that are on the floor. So as soon as they even run through, they get hit with spike traps. We've got little like sound chimes. So if they run through here, then we can hear them before they even come in, sort of thing. So let's walk through that. And we've got two laser turrets, heavy laser turrets here at the front as well, which are powered by those little wall power, like sort of like generators on the side. And we've got a little light at the front, which doesn't seem to be working at the moment. I think that's just a bit of a glitch. But yeah, we'll go into the main base now. So this part, as you can see, is separated by two parts. So I've got like the bit on the right, which has a huge like metal fence perimeter. That's the player base, where he's like his home, where he sleeps, eats, and works on his tools and everything, and his weapons. And then we got the bit on the other side, which is the actual Bastion part of the camp, the actual refuge area, which I'm going to show you first. Just shut that gate. I have a thing about shutting gates. So yeah, as you can see, they've got 4 tents here, each which have their own beds and storage, and you can change your stats. I just put that there just in case if I have extra players that come down and want to, mess around in my camp. And we've got the latrines at the back, because when you got to go. And the eating area in the center, which is, I put this in the middle, and I've lightens everything. So I put like a few lights. It just makes it look a lot cooler. Then we got the food area for them, so they can prepare and cook their own food, and complemented with drinks machines when they want to have something to drink. Like I said, I wanted my camp, every one of my camp builds that I make, I like them to tell a story. And because this part is supposed to be a bastion, a refuge, that I made it so that literally it has an actual place where. So hypothetically, if you're playing like role playing in the real world, if you had NPCs come in and they were to come in and seek refuge, that had it there, sort of thing. It's just something that I do, and it makes it more fun for me when I'm building bases. I don't know if any of you know anyone that does that, but if you do, let me know in the comments if you create a story for each one of your bases. I think it's essential for me personally when building bases, because I find that it helps me be way more creative than I usually would be, than just creating like a little box and then putting a bed in it. Do you see my point? But yeah, this is now the final part of the base, and the bit that I like the most actually, which is my actual player's area that he has to himself, which is guarded by 2 laser turrets at the front, just in case if one of the refugees is actually a raider and tries to actually, assault the camp from within. So he's a bit like paranoid, and he's got defenses in place. And the front door of that gate is 2 laser turrets, which they don't do anything like that, which I thought would be really cool if you could have like a big laser turret like fence gate at the front. So because they didn't do it, I had to just make one myself. So yeah, that's what I did. Turn that back on. Right, so there you go. You got like a seating area where you can cook food and play guitar maybe next to the fire. We got the food area here, and then this main caravan, the large one, is the camp's workshop. So if you go in here, he's got everything he needs. He's got the tinkerer, he's got the flipping, I can't think of the name. Power armor, there you go, that's it. The power armor workshop bit there. So, and then we got the bit where you can do all your smelting, the chemistry one, weaponsmith and armor smith. So yeah, we got all of that in here. And that's basically the workshop. And then we got the final part of the camp, which is Caravan Towers, as I call it, which again you can get on the App Store. So the first floor is the recreational area. So you got the sauna here. They added them a little while ago. Really cool feature. I think they look really smart. And a foosball table. So if he gets bored, he can play football with a chosen friend or another player. If I'm playing with my friends. We got the fusion power generator here, which powers the whole bottom area of this camp. And then we go into this second bit, which is the living room. Which, as you can see, it's all well. I've decorated it all quite well. I think I decorated well. It's got the modular sofa. It's got a TV, so he gets bored, he can watch things. He's a Nuka-Cola fan, so he's got a little display there. Got magazines and the bobbleheads, and that's pretty much the living room. Oh, and a deer head at the top because he's a hunter. So. And we go to the third floor, and my personal favourite part of the tower part of this camp, and it's the bedroom. So he's got all plants out on the front. Well, more like fungus, because he's living in a cave. You can grow fungus, you know what I mean? So like, I just thought that looked really cool. And here you go. This is his personal quarters that he uses just for the player himself. I tried to make it look as cluttered as possible, and I used these lights at the top. I like the idea of using these lights rather than other lights, because I think that you would find them quite hard to find, but maybe he could come across a pack of lights. So I use these instead of stuff like that. So it's like, you know, like maybe one of the few things that did get intact, you could find intact, and it would be like these lights. So yeah, that's what the idea and the thought process was there for putting them all up on the top. So he's got his desk where, you know, write things, or, you know, just sit there in general, maybe drink a cup of tea. And he's got all like other different sort of like things, just general things that the player likes and he's found across his journeys. He's stuck on the wall. He's got his old weapons that he used to use. The bed, and a couple of few items, and I've dotted pumpkins everywhere as well, because it's close to Halloween, so by doing this video, so I put pumpkins everywhere. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the tour. Sorry for my rambling. I tend to get on a bit of a ramble when I do these things, but thank you very much for watching. Let's say I'm Foxy, or, you know, my Grey Fox is, you know, what most people know me online as, and that. But Foxy I prefer for short. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. I had a real good time doing it. It's my first video. I was a bit nervous at first, but I hope you like it. And please write in a comment of what you think of my base. If you disliked it or liked it, just let me know. And if you did like it and you feel like you want to watch more of my stuff, or you would like to see more, please subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. So yeah, thank you very much. I also stream every now and then on Twitch. Now, obviously I can't do it like some of these full-time streamers do. I literally do it twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays, and it's just like a hobby of mine. I tend to play whatever sort of game is out at the moment, and at the moment it's Back 4 Blood, so I've been playing that with a couple of my friends, Matt and Jamie, who will probably watch this video and have a laugh at me because of how much I've rambled and gone on. But yeah, so yeah, that's it for the video, and yeah, take care, and I hope you liked it, and see you later. Bye-bye.